Zona Chairman, our own Al-Aji Ganil Semil, FCA. We celebrate you greatly, and we want to say well done for the great job you're doing. To the Zona Chairman, the man that carried the heavy weight, you can't understand, but some of us understand the load he's carrying. But we want to celebrate you. Al-Aji Kolawole Bisiriu, FCA, thank you very much, PhD. I want to recognize our royal father, a past Zona Chairman of our Noble Institute in the Western Zone, our own Al-Aji. I have to be flogged for this because I will not enter my town when I get back there. He happens to be my royal father, Al-Aji Kabiyesi, His Royal Highness Oba Awojobi FCA. Kabiyesi. You know, when you are too familiar with royalty, you get to a place that you skip there. I want to specially recognize all our past Zona chair that are here. Permit me, because of want of time, we want to recognize you specially. Thank you very much for always standing by us in the Western Zone to make sure we do it right. Please, a round of applause for all our Zona chair. Thank you very much. Also, I want to recognize the planning committee, every members that have put this together to make it a success. And to all our delegates physically present here this morning and those that are joining us virtually, can we put our hands together to celebrate ourselves? I'm not saying you should celebrate me now, celebrate yourself. Thank you very much. I won't be doing this alone. I have with me a co-anchor, whose name I will allow her to introduce herself. Madam, let them meet you.
Good morning, everyone, my professional colleagues, and our special guests. Thank you for coming this morning. I hope you enjoyed yourself yesterday and you are well rested today. I'm happy to be here as a co-compel. My name is Akinshola Florence Titilayo. Hope we have a nice time together today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Akinshola. And straight we'll be going to the plenary session 3, where we'll be having a discuss on unlocking the blue economy, strategic opportunity and benefit for chartered accounting. I'm sure you understand the importance of this topic, because when this administration came in, we have a ministry carved out to actually address this issue. And it's of great importance that as chartered accountants, we should delve away from numbers crunching and delve into other areas where we can put our expertise and contribute our quota to the economy. And we'll be having the chairman of session and the speaker. Mrs. Akinshola, over to you.
Thank you, MC Easy. So I would like to bring to the stage our own mother, a quintessential woman, adorable, regal, eminent personality, our most distinguished ambassador, Dr. Comfort Olu Eyitayo, MNI ON FCA. Please put your hands together. Up Swan. Up Swan. You're welcome, man.
Why not reserve that now? She's a woman.
CFA, ACFE, FCA, MNI, OON. Comfort Eyitayo is an esteemed professional. She's a chartered accountant, a fellow and past president of the Officer of the Order of the Nigerian, OON, for hard work, contribution to human capital development, and sterling leadership skills. She is an alumnus of the prestigious National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Kuru, Jos, Nigeria. She served as the National Treasurer of the Association for 4 years, 2013 to 2017. Comfort in Italian served as the President of the Association of Accountancy Bodies in West Africa, AEWE, after serving previously as the Treasurer of the Association. She was a board member of Pan-African Federation of Accountants, PAFA. She's currently serving as a member of the Small and Medium Practice Advisory Group, SMPAG of IFOC, due to her wealth of experience in the professional practice space within the SMP category. She's a member of the Governing Council of one of the new faith-based private university, and also a board member of healthcare company, software development company, National Business Development Group. She was conferred as honorary degree of PhD in entrepreneurship development and management by the United Nations FOLAC. She achieved membership of many other professional organizations, which include Chartered Institute of Taxation, CITM, Association of Certified Fraud Examiner, ACFE, Certified Forensic Auditor, CFA. She's a fellow of the Institute of Certified Business Consultants, Nigeria. She thrives as an entrepreneur with ventures cutting across financial, information, technology, and hospitality industries. She's an accomplished author and publisher.
Please, let's put our hands together for our own Ambassador Dr. Comfort Olueyitayo, MNI, FCA. Thank you very much, ma'am. And speaking to the topic of discuss, I was just asking myself the wisdom on the part of the organizer. When you have at the center a man from Osun State managing that ministry, who else do you expect to come and deliver the paper if it's not from the son of the soil? You know the Osun people, we know ourselves. This man I'm about to bring up is the 4-time honorary treasurer of our great institute, the director with the Nigerian Revenue Service, a great man that has impacted, in which we are all beneficiary at this Western Zone today. If your hands are not busy, let's put it together for our own Otumba Oluwatobi Ayodele Abiola, MNI, PhD, FCA.
Obsman.
I was thinking you will not talk. Obsman. Obsman. I love that baritone voice. It is not tiny. On this note, I will leave you in the hands of our chairman and our speaker. And, oh, pardon me. Can you be upstanding, sir, as we have the citation of our speaker for this morning?
Otumba Abiola JP, PhD, MNI, is an accomplished tax administrator and financial professional with over 3 decades of service at the Federal Inland Revenue Service first. He currently serves as regional administrator overseeing Ogun, Oyo, and Osun states. Following earlier roles as director of the Tax Investigation Department, director in the Office of the Coordinating Director, Special Duties, and director in the Executive Chairman, S Office Port Harcourt. He has extensive experience across tax investigation, special tax audits, technical functions, and general tax administration. Known for strategic thinking and results-driven leadership, he has consistently improved systems and performance within the service. In 2021, he pioneered the concept of collecting withholding tax through telecommunications companies and financial institutions, introducing a technology-driven channel that generated over 1 trillion naira in a year, representing a significant share of total revenue. A multiple FERS award recipient, he promotes efficient taxation as a pillar of national economic growth. His leadership priorities include leveraging technology, cross-sector collaboration, staff development, and advancing mass tax literacy. Rising from principal tax assistant in 1995 to director in 2021, he has led high-performing teams, emphasizing mentoring, accountability, and innovation. He is a fellow of ICANN and CITM, a a council member and 4-term honorary treasurer of ICANN, and an associate of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. He has represented Nigeria at major international forums and completed executive programs at Wharton, while pursuing advanced academic and professional development in accounting, management, and forensic accounting. Dr. Abiola, an alumnus of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, KURU, JOS, completed the Senior Executive Course 47 in 2025. He is the lead doyen, Joint Minds International, a club promoting and mentoring undergraduate students to become chartered accountants.
That is our own Otumba Ayodele Abiola, MNI FCA. Thank you very much. On this note, I give the mic to the chairman of session, and we do justice to this accordingly.
Thank you very much, directors of protocol.
Pardon me, ma. Our chairman was coming and you did not clap for her. Why now? At least if men are not clapping, because I know they will clap for their own. Women, support women now.
Up I can. Women of integrity, and I think I should start on that note. All these Osman or what am I hearing? They are not registered. So with due respect to our 61st president that is muting the idea, you cannot come in through the back door. Up Swan! Up Swan! Again. Up Swan! Up Swan! I think that put paid to the system. Not registered. Okay. Okay. Our distinguished 61st president of our great institute, Dr. Haruna Ma Yahaya, MNI, PhD, FCA. Another distinguished, our vice president, the birthday girl of yesterday, she's still looking radiant. Happy birthday once again. Ajia Queensley, Segosime, MNI, FCA, Up Swan, Up Swan. We cannot rub it enough. Our own revert past president. Our revert past president that is present here, and that is our own Dr. Razak Jayeola, FCA, alias AJ Silicon. You are highly recognized. And by the same token, I recognize all our revert past presidents joining us online. Our distinguished council members that are here present, I recognize you. And our Registrar Chief Executive, Dr. Larry Olasukomi, you are highly recognized. The conference chairman, members of the organizing committee, and past zonal chairmen, you are highly recognized. Esteemed fellows, members of the institute, our various district chairmen, you are also highly recognized. Respected resource person, I recognize you ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. That is lukewarm. Good morning. Thank you. I hope the men are not getting jittery because they are not recognized. Good morning. Thank you very much. It is my honor and privilege to serve as chairman of session for this important plenary session at the 20th Western Zonal Accountants Conference of ICANN. Permit me to commend our institute for consistently providing platforms such as this. Platforms that do not merely diagnose Nigeria's economic challenges, but deliberately interrogate solutions and new frontiers for sustainable growth. This conference is aptly themed revitalizing the Nigerian economy for sustainable development, accelerating new frontiers. The theme could not be more timely. Nigeria stands at a critical crossroads of our own economy, faced with fiscal constraints, rising development needs, and urgent necessity to diversify our sources of growth and national revenue. It is against this backdrop that the third plenary session topic becomes highly significant, which is unlocking the blue economy, strategic opportunities and benefits for chartered accountants. And I think that is the key that we should hold for this session. We have to listen attentively and see all the various benefits that we can actually harness from this important session. The blue economy represents one of Nigeria's most promising yet under-leveraged economic frontier. With our extensive coastline, inland waterways, maritime trade routes, fisheries, offshore, energy resources, tourism potential, and port infrastructure, Nigeria is strategically positioned to derive immense value from the sector. Yet, potential alone does not translate to prosperity. History has taught us, perhaps painfully, that natural disciplined financial management and institutional accountability often result in waste rather than wealth. This is precisely where the accounting profession, our profession, becomes indispensable. As chartered accountants, we are not just custodians of figures, we are custodians of value. We sit at the intersection of policy, finance, investment, risk management, transparency, and sustainability. If the blue economy is to become a genuine contributor to national revitalization, it must be built on robust financial frameworks, credible data, transparent revenue models, and prudent resource management. This session, therefore, challenges us to think deeply about questions such as how do we structure marine and blue economy projects to be financially viable and investment ready? What governance and accountability frameworks are required to prevent value leakages? How can financial discipline accelerate sustainable development in emerging sectors, and critically, what role must ICANN members play in shaping this new frontier? So you can see that it is a wide, open play field for us as chartered accountants, and we have our jobs cut for us. Great opportunities exist in this new frontier. So our objective for this session is not merely to exchange ideas, but to generate practical insights that can inform policy, professional VIP lounge, because I had this curious mind. I asked him, why did you choose to present this topic? What is the area of interest? And he told me that it was the theme for the year in NIPS. And knowing this table, anything that is crucial to Nigeria is what comes to play at the forefront of NIPS. And imagine, I don't know how many they are now. In my time, they were 64. I think they're about 100 and something. Number of Nigerians, eggheads, to actually deliberate on a particular theme. You know the resource that you come out with. So definitely we are in for a good session. We are in for a good analysis and exposure of the great benefits that will accrue to us as chartered accountants. So I employ all of us to please engage actively, ask focused questions, and contribute meaningfully to the discourse. I am confident that this session will add valuable perspective to our national efforts. On this note, I have the pleasure to invite our resource person, Dr. Oluwatobi Ayodele Abiola, MNI, JP, PhD, FCA, to kindly take us through his presentation. Thank you for listening.
Sorry, please. I think the slide just disappeared now. I did. Anyway, the topic of the discussion has been no, WhatsApp. Only. Okay. Don't save it. Well, undo. Yeah. Thank you. The devil is a liar. That's a good. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for the hiccup. It was due to power failure. Oh. Okay. The topic for this morning is about the blue economy and the opportunities for chartered accountants. Go and bring your own something there. Okay. The first thing I'll say is that we are looking at opportunities. And when we are looking at opportunities, we are looking at winning. I don't know how many of you support the British clubs here. I'm a fanatical supporter of Manchester United. Do we have anybody in the house? Okay. You know that in the last maybe 10 years, United has been losing. Are you there? Until we appointed a new coach in Michael Carrick. And he has won 100%, including Manchester City and Arsenal. Are you there? So what I'm saying is this. There's a change in the atmosphere. And that is the essence of this topic because of the opportunities to chartered accountants. We are saying chartered accountants must start winning in everything they do, including business and enterprise. So, the topic is Nigeria's blue economy, unlocking revenue opportunities for chartered accountants. Sir, it's not working. Where do you point it there? Oh, there, okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Introduction. We are going to be talking about the concept of blue economy, which is the sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth and improved livelihoods. Is it changing there? Okay. So, as I was saying, that is the World Bank definition of marine and blue economy. But in Nigeria, pointers, okay. But however, in Nigeria, we don't have only oceans. We have lakes. We have mangroves, we have other things, including shallow waters. So we are saying that in Nigeria, our definition of the blue economy should involve not only the oceans, but other waters, okay? And because these are drivers of economic activities, and it leads to a lot of potential for us. As said, the global turnover of the blue economy in the world is about $3 trillion as of today. $3 trillion. And fisheries, aquaculture contribute about $100 billion, and they generate 260 million jobs. Blue economy, which is BE, generated about $300 billion in Africa and created about 49 million jobs across the coastal nations. When you talk about the coastal nations, we talk about those countries which embodies the oceans and seas. In Nigeria, if you're looking at the oceans, you are looking at the Niger Delta. Are you there? And you are looking at that arc, like a question mark on the bed of the Nigerian flag. Also, blue economy leads to a lot of things. Ecotourism. For most of us here in the hall, I know you are well traveled. You've gone to Seychelles. You've gone to a lot of countries where they don't even have land. They have only water, and they are making a lot of money from it. Their economy is hinged on it. Nigeria also has the potential of doing more. Also, we have the wind. We have other things associated with blue economy. Let's look at Nigeria's blue economy potential now. Nigeria occupies about 853-kilometer coastline. That is from Lagos to Oron, around Oron. That's 853 kilometers, and it's huge. We are one of the most blessed countries in the world, okay? Because the whole of Africa has only 47,000, and Nigeria has about 1,000 of it. The coast area. Okay. So, if you look at this, there are a lot of potential in it. Dubai is just about water. They don't have good lands. And you're able to build a city that the whole world goes there to go and invest. So Nigeria has potential to achieve this as well. Also, Nigeria is used to oil and gas. We make about 90 or 92% of our income from oil and gas. So this will be a veritable time to diversify into blue economy. Furthermore, it leads to job creation. Okay, we have this in fishing, we have this in shipping, we have tourism, and we have the marine ecosystem as well. Also, if we harness the potentials of the marine and blue economy, we are going to have food security through fisheries and agriculture. We are going to have foreign exchange earnings from maritime trade. Also, we are going to have a sustainable coastal and marine resource management. That is why the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in 2023 created a ministry for marine and blue economy. And this is the first time in the whole of Africa that is paid particular attention to. Furthermore, the marine and blue economy potential in Nigeria is $44.4 billion, which is about 62 trillion naira. You and I know that the budget for this year, 2026, is just 41.56 billion from oil and gas and every other thing. So, marine and blue economy has the potential to leapfrog oil and gas for Nigeria's benefit. Also, this will lead to multiple marine industries, and once marine industries are there, we are going to have a lot of jobs. However, because it's Nigeria, we face lots of challenges. For example, pollution. I know most of us, when we're coming from our homes and we take our sachet water or bottled water, we always throw it on the street. We should stop this because it then endangers the marine ecosystem. Furthermore, there is high level of degradation. The Niger Delta, people are suffering en masse because if you've been there, you can see that they can hardly fish, because the water is polluted. The oil spillages have led to the degradation of their lands. So we need to do better in this regards to clean up the Niger Delta, make sure that it's good for M and BE. Also, we have the illegal gas flaring. If those of you that have been to a city like Port Harcourt about 5 years ago, before this was done, you see that when you are in Port Harcourt, you are likely to see that the smoke dust is all over you. You are turning black. It's because of gas flaring and illegal refineries. Why does this topic matter? This topic matters because, of course, the contribution that we have mentioned, about $44.4 billion, leads to an increase in global investments. Furthermore, because we are accountants, we are known for transparency, we are known for accurate data, so we could help to ensure that financial transparency is ensured. Furthermore, accountants are collectors of data. Okay? So, because in Nigeria, we don't have adequate data. There's no data anywhere. If you get to the Ministry of Transport now, it will tell you a figure that's different. When you get to the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, you have a figure that is different. And this does not help development because it doesn't lead to strategic growth. Let us look at what we can do in Nigeria, and that's where I'm narrowing it down for the benefit of accountants generally. And we are going to be looking at fish production. Okay? In Nigeria, we have the IUU fishing, illegal, unregulated, unreported fishing. People take their ocean-going tankers into Nigeria, and they come and fish, and they cut away our fishes. Also, though this is illegal, but the Nigerian government in the last few months have been tackling this, and I think we are better than yesterday. Also, we have maritime transport and logistics. The issue there is this. All our crude oil, which leads to about 90% of our income, is from the oceans. Because when we make the oil, we have to transport it overseas. So 80% of our international trade pass through water. 80% pass through water or oceans. Now in Nigeria, it's important that we modernize our ports. And this current government are taking a great step in this by ensuring that our ports are being modernized in Oron, Apapa, and also the one in Bayelsa. Let us quickly look at the tourism opportunities. As I've said earlier, you can see from the picture there some countries where the hotels are located on the Atlantic Ocean, like Dubai. I've forgotten the name of that hotel. Is there on water, Atlantic Ocean, live. And people pay so much money to go there. So what we are saying is that as an accountant, we should think of investment that can yield money. And one of these is investing in all these ecotourisms in Nigeria. We have the ports. Recently, before the coastal highway, I think we had Landmark Port. Landmark, whatever it's called, where people go over the weekends to socialize and have fun. And there are some boats there, you can cruise, you can do all those things, and you can make a living. Now, with the coastal road, it leads to a lot of potentials. That means, as accountants, we should be looking at investing. If we are not doing anything now, we should be buying some properties or land along the coastal area. Last weekend, I was supposed to go through the coastal road from Lekki to Epe, and it took us just about 20-25 minutes. We are there, and we are seeing all the beaches. They are still vacant. They are there for you as accountants to go and invest in and make the money. Also in Nigeria, many coastal tourism sites remain underdeveloped. Let's look at the Agugu Fishing Festival. How many of you have visited the Agugu Fishing Festival here in this hall? How many? I can only see only one hand up. That means because it's not developed, we are wasting a lot of resources. Before now, people flying from overseas to go to Tinapa, to go and enjoy in Tinapa. And we can do that with the Agugu Fishing Festival as well. As accountants, we can invest in this sector, okay? By having probably an hotel, by modernizing it, and by putting this, the event in the global calendar and marketing it well, okay? And if we do this, there is surety that we'll have potentials of foreign exchange earnings. Also, is that a slide? Oil and gas and renewable energy. I'll be rushing this because I know the chairman said I have 30 minutes. I have to be fast with it. Oil and gas and renewable energy earnings of Nigeria, and also it has had its own effects, as seen on the slide. Furthermore, we have the potential of emerging offshore renewable energy opportunities. Now, it's a gold mine. A lot of people are investing in this. The foreigners, the Indians, the Chinese. How many of you have solar panels in your houses? Most of you have it. If you look at the people behind it, only few Nigerians are behind it. Most of them are foreigners. We are saying that as accountants, this is an area we could invest in. And how do we do it? We could collaborate with ourselves. People in the district can come together and form a company and invest in this sort of economy and make money. And I know if you do make money, it's easier for ICANN to grow, because once Nigeria grows, ICANN grows. If every child accountant is able to pay his subscription as I went due, then we now have better income in ICANN. Quick one. What are the areas we can invest in? One of them is capacity building services. Because it's a green area, people don't know about it. So we need to teach people about marine ecosystem and how they can have their staff trained. Furthermore, there should be collaboration between the academicians, the industry, and the accountants. What do we mean? Any country in the world will only develop through research. Without research, you are jokers. So once we have the academicians who are researchers, they pass the data to accountants, and the accountants use this data profitably to develop the economy by creating jobs and by creating good earnings for the country through tax. Then Nigeria will develop, and that's how Nigeria and ICANN too will develop. Furthermore, this industry is new, as I said. People can come in and you can provide accountancy and bookkeeping services to them because it's new. I was supposed to speak to somebody some time ago, and he said he was the one that brought a company from overseas, from Italy especially, to Nigeria to come and do a particular type of business in the oil and gas area. Now, this is an opportunity for you to also invest in bringing people, those your friends who are overseas, who are liquid, who have money, let them come and invest in the Nigerian economy. And you will provide accountancy for them, account services, bookkeeping, and consulting for them, and you make money. Furthermore, audit and assurance services you can provide because it will lead to demand for audits. Also, there will be complex financial arrangements like mergers and acquisitions, where you are experts, you can help them through this. And also, they might want to get a loan or every other thing, and you provide revenue assurance services to them. Furthermore, the environment, social, ESG, and sustainable reporting. Some people here are environmental experts. You can provide these services to the companies, the governments, or to business. And this will help them a lot to increase the GDP of the country. Furthermore, as I said earlier, you can provide advisory and consulting service in ESG and sustainability. What are the strong takeaways here? We'll be looking at the strong revenue potential. That is, once you invest in blue economy, you are likely to make money. Some of you here are farmers. You have the fish farms, okay? But one thing you have not done is to harness your opportunities as an accountant by merging, by investing with your colleagues, and also by looking at the trends. Most people in the world now, they have a lot of innovations that they have done in the BE economy. You understand that they do now. Some of them say that, come, let's collaborate. Some of them fish on water. They provide the fish farms on water. And they produce a lot. As I've said, Nigeria at present, we only consume locally 1.2 million metric tons. That's what Nigeria produces as a country. 1.2 million metric tons. We produce that. But what is our demand? 3.2 billion metric tons. That means there's a 2 billion shortage of fish in the country. So, for us to do this, we are going to have to invest because what we have done is that we have increased the imports. People import all the fishes into Nigeria, take away our foreign exchange, and they leverage on this to develop their own economy. So it's important that we do this for the benefit of our country. In conclusion, there is need for us to produce productive chartered accountants, entrepreneurs, who are going to embrace this change and bring about a different Nigeria. Because as accountants, all of us cannot work in the firms. Some of us must be entrepreneurs so that we can employ our colleagues who are younger and who need to grow. Also, we can use something very important, the ICANN BOI program. Luckily, Madam is here, our revived past president and I, who initiated this venture where we partner with the back of industry to get loans. And these loans can be used to develop a lot of things. Some of you, if you have a fish farm in Ikorodu on water, you just put your thing there, you put your fish net there, and all the water there, the fish are there, and they grow, and you sell and you make money. So these are things that you can do to ensure that the economy improves. Also, if the economy improves, economy too will improve. Because at the end of the day, you'll be able to pay your subscription as a when due. I know you say because it's in council. That is why I'm saying this. I know at the last AGM when we were having discussion, maybe to increase the ICANN subscription rate, all of you said no. And we accepted no. You are still saying no. However, you can say no. It's because you are not looking at it broadly. And I pray that God will prosper all of us. Say amen. To organize this conference, I spoke to somebody who had invested in his own field, an accountant, a chartered accountant. And I said, please, you have to support the Southwest Conference. And the person said, I said, yes, it's all of Southwest that is coming. Toby, I don't have 100 million to give ICANN or Southwest. I said, okay, what do you want to give us? Toby, I'm sincere. I don't have 50 million to give ICANN. What will you give us then? Okay, I'll give you 20 million. I wanted to say no. And I thought of all of you that are not paying suspicion. Immediately I said, yes, we'll take it like that. But next year, I won't take 20 million from you. He said, take this one first. That's one of the reasons why we're able to have this laudable conference organized by Ilupeju, Gagada, and District. Furthermore, if all of us invest in the blue economy and we are making money from it, going for MCPs will not be a problem anymore. We'll be happy to go because we're going to learn. And I want to say it here that the training faculty should please develop the curricula to include the blue economy because it's important we do this so that we can help develop ourselves, develop ICANN, increase the GDP of the country, and make Nigeria the Mecca of Africa. Recently, I was supposed to go out with the Vice President to Abuja to go and look for, can I say land, Mr. VP, Madam VP, to go and look for land for ICANN. And when we got there, land, 16 billion, 15 billion. And I pray that one of you in this hall will donate that to ICANN very shortly. Why do I say this? Because the blue economy has 44 trillion potential as we speak. 60 trillion naira, 44 billion dollars potential. And if you look at it, we are not playing there at all as ICANN members. I don't think there's any ICANN person that has invested. And I believe you will be the first one to invest in it. So, on this note, before I round up, I say that let us come together. Let's collaborate. And let's make ourselves richer. Nigeria blessed. And ICANN great. Okay? And on this note, I want to thank the organizers of this conference, the chairman, the Western Zone itself, Halaji, the chairman, Ota, and also the chairman of this organizing committee, Halaji Kolawole Bisiriyu. He has not slept for the 2 weeks. And I think we speak at 4 a.m. every day. We speak at 4 a.m. and we end at around 1 a.m. the next morning on a daily for the last 2 weeks to make this successful. I thank all of you for coming because without you, there would not be any conference. And I thank God who made us form the Ilupeju, Gbagada and District to host the greatest conference in the history of the Southwest. Thank you very much. Thank you for my references are shown on the screen. See you later today. And God willing, if I don't have the opportunity, I want to thank my revered past presidents here for the honor to mentor me and to be a source of blessing to ICANN. And may all of us be a source of blessing to ICANN in the nearest future. Thank you. God bless you.
Let's make it louder and better for our paper presenter. I have to stand by because we are moving from blue economy into pastoral economy. And I was about applying to be the treasurer of the ministry. Since you are four-time treasurer, I will just be the treasurer. Thank you very much, our paper presenter. My chairman, over to you.
Thank you, MC Easy. I'm sure some of you saw the exchange of glances. I think he should add another title to himself, Sherubawan. Because I keep telling the compare to give him notice of time. And he was there dancing. He came to the podium too late. He got to the podium, he was not moving, like his feet was glued to the carpet. And I said, what is your problem? And he said, there is Randy. And then he took the opportunity. I must commend him. He behaved typically of a distinguished MNI. He finished his substance within the allocated time. But the promotional aspect is what ate into our time. But I can understand. So somebody making that huge amount for contribution, I think we give it to him. Thank you very much for a job well done. I think he has really done the job, and he has opened our eyes to the opportunities that abound. I know something that will be coming through the mind of some of us, that tourism, boats, hotel on the water, having land on the coastal line. Yes, they sound huge. And like they say, if your dream is not bigger than you, you have not started dreaming. There's nothing wrong in some of the things that have been pointed out to us. And I don't want us to lose any sleep over it and maybe put ourselves down that it's not attainable. It is attainable. He has also pointed out how some of these things can be attainable by us. In collaboration, we can do it. If you cannot do it alone, you can have hands together that can put this together. If you cannot put it together, you can invite people. You can look for people that can put it together, and you still have your own in the process. So there are many things. And worst case scenario, we can, as accountant, that is our tough. We can analyze data. We can create value. That's why we said we are not just custodian of figures. We are custodian of value. Figures that will not make any sense to some people makes a lot of sense, and we can speak and narrate story through our figures. So those are things that we can easily do that will not cost us much. So let us not lose sleep on this, but be assured there are a lot of opportunities for us as chartered accountants. We only need, as they say in Lagos, we only need to shine our eyes very well. So in conclusion with what the reflection our speaker had given us, unlocking the Nigerian marine and blue economy is not fundamentally a question of potential, but of preparedness. And that is what I'm speaking to. We have to be prepared. We have to have the mindset that, yes, it is a possibility for us to tap in to this area. Preparedness in governance, preparedness in financial discipline, preparedness in professional leadership. That is home to us. That is easy for us. So we have a niche for ourselves. As chartered accountants, the responsibility before us is very clear. New frontiers will only accelerate when they are underpinned by excellent resource and financial management. This is home to us. It's something that we can do. So this session has provided valuable insight towards that end, and it is now incumbent upon us as professionals, as an institute, to translate this insight into action. So on this note, I would like to call for your contributions, either through question, comment, observation, and see how we can move this conversation forward. So I'm going to organize the question this way, taking it one from each aisle. We start from here, one from this aisle, the middle aisle, the third aisle, and the fourth aisle. If we have time, we can take maybe one or two more. But for now, so as long as, once you are recognized, you kindly please come forward. And as we all say, to manage our time, you only give your name and membership number, no preaching, no sermonizing, and no lecture again. Thank you very much. So, Bade, past zonal chairman. In the middle, is there any hand in the middle? Aye. Okay, we have a Buki. Third, okay, we have a hand. Blue cap, yes. The blue cap man, yes. Then the last one. Okay, I'm reluctant to take you because I don't want swan. Please come. I can give another swan. Okay. Please come. The swan lady. Where is the lady that raised her hand up? There's another one in blue no, that's not a lady. Yes. It's my constituency. So, how did you become 5? See our unregistered man. They are already. Were you called? Okay. Just let him. 1 minute each. Sheson, please let. Okay. Are you? Okay. Don't worry. Come.
Hello.
Safe. So please, 1 minute each, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
My name is Dr. Prince Oyebade Oyedepo, membership number 6789, a former council member. I want to thank Otumba for that wonderful presentation. My question is this. You mentioned the potentials, but there is no way by which we can, actualize those potentials without having specific laws in place to deter, the people from encroaching, on those things you earlier mentioned. Because you mentioned the challenges. So if we don't have the sanctions in place, there is no way we can actualize it. Do we have specific laws regulating the marine economy in Nigeria? Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Bukunola Murayo Akinwanadun, FCA, membership number 5947, Lagos and District Society. Otumba, thank you very much for opening our eyes again to opportunities. But then we know that Nigeria is never bereft of opportunities, and Nigerians are people of ideas. My concerns are around regulations and policy consistencies. How are we going to ensure that when people bring in their investments, they're not going to be thrown out of it with every change of government? What comes to mind readily around the coastal road construction work? You and I know that for people to have such massive investment in that area before this coastal road thing, they probably should have obtained government consent or whatever. I don't think anyone will be stupid enough to go invest massively in that area without government consent. And then just like that, those investments went to ruins. How would I be assured that such a thing will not happen to me if I brought in investors? That's one. Number two, where there are no clear policies and transparency, there's every likelihood that people do whatever they want. And then we wake up suddenly to say, oh, this is not permissible. So in line with the establishment of a Marine and Fisheries Department, how soon are we going to be having clarity of policies or policy direction and operational?
More than 1 minute. The
policies. Thank you very much.
It has been covered by the first question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, leader. My name is Dr. Boluwaji Falano, FCA. While you were speaking, sir, Dr. Boluwaji Falano, FCA. While you were speaking, you mentioned BE as a new frontier. I believe BE has been existing before. It's like an inactive frontier. So my question is, I want you to, tell us how we can use digital transformation. AI is actually a catalyst for these new frontiers. And I know some of the blue economy activities that were happening or currently, they are actually informal sector, unregulated, untasked, unregistered. So how can we deploy AI capability to make blue economy, formidable and to make it an economic, to garner an economic impetus for the country? Thank you.
Good morning, sir. My name is Auretan Sunday Olabanji FCA from Accra and District Society. So I just have a fear about this blue economy. Taking Nigeria history, look at oil exploration, we can see the effect, negative effect of it in the Niger Delta. And now we are coming with blue economy, and which the negative effect will still feel by these people in the Niger Delta. What is the legal and regulatory work that is in place that will safeguard the interest of the people living along that coastal road where I come from? Thank you, sir.
My name is Dr. Henry Fashua Kende, and my membership number is BMO 44008. My question, I will go directly to my question because of the time. So my own worry is about data. And when our speaker was saying something about incoherency in data, as a researcher, I was just discussing with my mates there that is it not possible for our institute to come up with database? Because all what we are saying now, it has to do with database. The area, the scope has to do with data. And apart from that, the reliable data as well, researcher need it. And I can tell you the one of those things that actually we are suffering from as researcher is about data. So I don't know our grant, our stand as institutes to provide reliable data for us, to go into it and to do many other things that can help us to achieve our goal.
Good morning. My name is Damilare Ibrahim. Our membership number 27585. So my own is on the issue of insecurity. Insecurity driven by banditry, kidnapping, and so on. So, and this will really affect investors. So what do you have to say about that, sir? Thank you.
Thank you, Damilare. Thank you very much. I want to give room for the online participants. Do we have any online participants? Okay, thank you for today. At least there is recognition.
Thank you very much for the questions. First is Prince Badi Oyedepo FCA. You asked about if there's any law. Okay. There are many laws in Nigeria regulating the blue economy. Okay. For it to happen, okay, what the federal government did was set up a committee. I think KPMG was the lead on that. And they researched into it. They went all over the world, just as we went all over the world as well. And they came about the Blue Book, the Blue Economy Handbook, okay, which is the regulation, okay. Also, every law, like, for example now, on the blue economy, if somebody commits theft or whatever, of course, the other law will catch him. Are you there? But there are regulations. NIMASA has regulations. The Coastal Guards have regulations. A lot of regulations. Navy, there are regulations guiding all these things. Okay? We just have to read and see. It's popularly said that if you want to hide anything for Africans or black men, put it in a book. So once you read, you see all these evidence are there. My sister Buki Akimoladi too asked about almost the same thing. And the regulations are there governing the marine and blue economy. There's even the marine and blue economy policy documents that speaks to this, how, why we should do it. If you know one thing for sure is that this government is not a government that pay lip service to service. They research before they come out with their blueprints. If you know Ashwadu very, very well at his policies. So these are things that are happening now, and it's good that we key into it, their regulations. Buki mentioned the Lekki Coastal Highway, and we all know, painful as it is, why was the Lekki Highway demolished? The investments there, why were they demolished? Of course, it's painful, but in public interest. Have you taken the coastal road? Have you? I took it on Saturday. I prayed for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It took me 25 minutes to get to Epe. And that road is going to lead to Calabar on the circular base. So, and the construction is top notch. So I think we need to embrace government. Don't let us be lackadaisical with government. This is going to work. The blue economy will work, and this government will work. Dr. Farahon mentioned about how useful AI is. You cannot overemphasize that. AI is not only in blue economy, in every facet of our life. Purpose of this discussion, okay? We know that we went to, okay, let me tell you my experience in Morocco. We were in Morocco. Morocco has the technology through AI that knows the cost of that, the weight of that fish. Most of you eat sardine, Abi. You eat sardine, Abi. When you go to where it's manufactured, you'll be appalled. Just wow. And in that factory, it's only women that work there. So, AI will tell you the weight of the fishes. Is high time to harvest it now. So you are not overfeeding. So you are reducing your cost. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And many others, because of time, because Madam is looking at me that... data to research. Somebody asked about data to research and said, maybe should invest in it. My recommendation is not for ICANN to do that. My recommendation is that you, as individuals, should do that. Because we don't want poor accountants. We want rich accountants. For purpose of this discussion and for purpose of emphasis, you are all aware of Bode and Augusto and Co., right? They were collecting data on the finance industry then, when they started. Are you there? And later on, they became an institution. And organizations, local and international, were getting to them to source data from them. And they started making money. And from that data, government saw the need that this is doing a brilliant job there. Nobody has gone there before. And they now made him the director of budget. Are you there? So I want other Bode Augustos in the hall to do this and make money. Thank you very much. The last one is on security by Damilare. Of course, security is key. And all of us must make all of us secured. What do I say? All of us must make sure that all of us are secured. Where do I come from? A Yoruba man says, a Yoruba adage says, sorry, I'm a negotiator, I'm sorry, I don't have the... If your son is, I know the people, if your son is not a washerman, So you know the answer, Abi? So if somebody lives near you, and you knew when he came in with nothing, he now buys, in one room, he now buys a Lexus, your job is to report to the authority to watch him. Are you there? Because it could be a kidnapper or it could be a bandit, Abi. So what I'm saying is that we all need to be, the government is doing a lot on security. I must tell you, if all of us here attend the National Institute, your position about Nigeria will change. Because you are going to interact with the core officers who laid their hands, their lives, to fight for the unity and success of Nigeria. They will give you insight into what is happening in Nigeria, and you appreciate the government for the little they have done. They have not done much, okay, but you appreciate them for the little. They are extinguished as I speak. One of my friends is the commander there, and let us leave that for another day. Kudos to Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force for the beautiful job they are doing. Security is a task that all of us must do so that we can all live in peace and prosperity. And may God bless our country, may God bless Nigeria, may God bless you, and may God bless ICANN. Thank you very much.
I think we can do better than that for the chairman of session and our paper presenter. I think this is the best way to start the third day, and we've had a great insight into the blue economy, the opportunities that are bound for every one of us. But in our usual tradition, we normally appreciate our paper presenter, and I don't know the plaques are ready. Let me invite the first zonal chairman for the Western Zone to assist in making this presentation to the chairman of session. Join me as I welcome Mr. Isaac Oladapo, FCA, the zonal chairman 2008-2010. And permit me to invite our chairman of session for the plenary 3, our own Ambassador Dr. Comfort Olu Eyitayo, MNI, OON, FCA. If the men are not clapping, I think the women can clap. I know that will come after it now.
Our most distinguished chairman of session, who has moved through different roles in the country, very strategic roles, Dr. Mrs. Comfort Eyitayo, PhD MNI, OON. Thank you. Well, you have always distinguished yourself. We have learned a lot through you. And what amazes me is the energy you have to cope with every area. That itself is a great luck. And I wish you future development that will make you happy always and that will give you strength. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, our first zonal chairman, Mr. Isaac Oladapo. And assisting in doing the presentation to our paper presenter, let me welcome our zonal chairman, Al-Aji Ganil Semi, FCA, as he makes the presentation to our speaker, Otumba Oluwatobi Ayodele Abiola, MNI, PhD, FCA. Please, a round of applause for my zonal chairman. Otumba, may I humbly welcome you to the podium for your presentation.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the 61st President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and the organizers of the 28th Western Zonal Accountants Conference, wonderfully organized, hosted by Ilupeju Bagada and District Society. You have been given this award for your great presentation, your support. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. Thank you.
May I humbly invite Mr. President, the first DVP, conference chairman, to please join our paper presenter and our chairman for a group photograph. Please, a round of applause for them as they take their seats. I want to make these small announcements. The finance department of the institute are on grant at the back end. If you intend to pay up your subscription or you... Why now? At least if you can't go to them, they are coming to you. And Otuba said it. If mountain does not go to Muhammad, Muhammad should come to them. So the finance department are at the back to assist you in making sure that you pay up your subscription as at when due. And the benevolents are going around seeking our support towards the benevolent fund. And we want to encourage you to please try as much as possible to support the benevolence team. Before I finally yield the floor for the next session, let me recognize our second Deputy Vice President who walked in while the program was going on. Please put it together for Triple Chief Oye Akesulere, PhD, FCA. We also have other council members that came in while the program was going on. Our honorary treasurer, Mr. Tajuddin Olayinka, you're specially recognized. I also want to recognize Swan.